Bobby, aka Anarchomedia here, and in this video, I would like to talk about Charlie Kirk and Metatron once again, and the ways that right-wing influencers, both on and off of YouTube, manipulate the discourse in a deceptive manner whilst painting themselves as unbiased arbiters of divine truth. Now, I have said on multiple occasions and will continue to say, I did not want Charlie Kirk to go out the way he did. I would not wish that on my worst fucking enemy, and Charlie Kirk, or at least his ideological framework, is pretty damn close to being my worst fucking enemy. Of course, the system that he endorsed and never condemned in his life, despite claiming values that should, if he were in the least consistent about anything, if he had any real credibility or values whatsoever that he claimed, he should have turned on so many of the systems he endorsed and promoted right away, if not years after what we now know about those systems came to be known at the very least. Yet he never did. He never did. Mr. Pro-Life Charlie Kirk, who did say diddly squat ever about the Club Q massacre, not a peep. He didn't say anything about the Uvalde school shooting, nothing. He didn't say a word. In fact, he chuckled as one of his conservative podcaster buddies joked about killing a 3-year-old for having a woke thought. Like, how the fuck could you even determine that, by the way? 3-year-olds are barely coherent. How could you possibly tell a 3-year-old is quote-unquote woke? Them befriending a black or brown kid, perhaps? I don't know. Like, it's really weird. It's really weird the way modern American conservatives think. I never really understood it, and quite frankly, I don't want to. They are putrid. They are gross. They are so hateful and narrow-minded and paranoid, and just thinking about them makes me sick, man. It really does. And yeah. And of course, when certain facts and revelations that, pretty much anyone who's in the know about entertainment, about politics, about big business or wrestling, was not in the least bit surprised about the true colors of Lord Orangius, Emperor Bone Spurs, right? But as soon as Lord Orangius demanded that that conservatives stop being so uppity about Demdar files. Guess what, Mr. Pro-Life, Mr. Anti-Groomer, whatever someone LGBTQIA plus is represented even remotely, even tepidly in anything relating to media or politics in any way, shape, or form, however coded, however veiled, doesn't matter. He freaked about it consistently. And of course, Metatron, Mr. Truth Teller. I'm not trying to be offensive, noble ones. I'm just trying to present you with the truth that the extremists on both the right and the left would not tell you about history. Bullshit, man. Bullshit, Rafi. Like, the dude's not even a historian. Did you know that? His degree is in languages of the ancient and medieval worlds. Sure, that's related to history, but it's not the same fucking field at all. And by the way, I'm not trying to tone police or like censor anybody as to what they can talk about whatsoever here. I'm just saying. Also, Metatron constantly straightwashes and whitewashes the ancient Near East, ancient North Africa, ancient Rome, ancient Greece, constantly. And it's one thing to be a Christian, but to unironically post Deus Vult memes is not only insensitive, it is out and out evil, in my opinion, because my ancestors suffered under those words. They suffered. They were converted through torture, by the sword, by the rack, under those words. They were burned as witches under those words for centuries. They were deprived of their languages and their land, had their land stolen from them under the justification of those words. They were forcibly assimilated under those words. They were called Christ killers and terrorists under those words just for trying to fight for their own culture, their own traditions. You want to talk about tradition, trad cats? You want to talk about tradition, white nationalist Mormon pieces of shit? Why is it that only white people get to fight for their traditions and be hero worshipped for it, whilst everybody else gets called primitive, uncivilized savages for it? And you dare tell me, gaslight me, that white supremacism is not a fucking thing? Oy fucking vey. Bobby, a.k.a. Anarcha Media, Liberty, Equality, Fraternity, goodbye.